Back to Western New York living. I'm sure most of us aren't proud of it, but at times you're driving and you get distracted. And whatever the cause is, if you're, I don't know, touching some dials on the car, dropped your bagel, dealing with kids in the back seat, you might get distracted. Well, if you're in the front seat, you want to make sure you're paying attention to driving. As a parent, your kids may be picking up on your distracted driving habits as well. And that's something that you want to change. This morning, we're happy to have with us in the studio from Cellino Law Injury Attorneys, lawyer Jeanna Cellino, here to talk about distracted driving. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for being here. Is distracted driving more prevalent this time of year?
Yes, because one, there's more cars on the road. So in the summertime, kids are out of school, they're learning how to drive, people are going on vacation. There's definitely more cars on the road in the summertime versus the winter months.
So Jeanna, what do you hear about distracted driving? Like, what causes it? What are people doing that they're just not paying attention?
I mean, just 1 second away from your eyes off the road, you can miss somebody darting out into the road. You can miss somebody changing lanes. It's so easy to miss an accident about to happen. And the phones are obviously the worst thing for us.
Yeah. Let's talk about texting and driving or messaging or looking at stuff or whatever. How do you get that message through to people that you can't do that?
It first starts with your own actions. I really do try to model good behavior when it comes to the phone in the car, because I know my children are going to be driving in the impending months, or years, God, not months. That would be too scary. But I always put my phone in the console. I don't look at it. I don't text, because in the past I have, and I do know that when you're sending a text or reading a text, you don't realize how many seconds you are actually taking your eyes off the road. And that is what is so dangerous, especially on roads that you're driving that you're so familiar with. Like after I pull out of my house, going down my first road, I sometimes am so distracted. I'm throwing something on the side of the car, something in the back, putting away my makeup or something like that, and you're missing people walking in your neighborhood, walking their dogs.
Yeah.
And that's one of my biggest worries, is like those easy way home, way to work.
You're in familiar territory.
Exactly.
You think you know where you're going. You think you know who's going to be there, but you never know who's walking, who's crossing the street.
Yes, yeah.
What are some simple steps we can do? You talked about just putting the phone down, but other things we can do to stop from distracted driving?
You know, these smart cars and all the gadgets and all the apps that you can watch and the big screens, really just limit it. Turn it off, maybe even turn off the radio. Try and just focus on what's on the road and keeping your eyes on the road. That's really what it comes down to.
Jeanna, if someone is involved in an accident and distracted driving is part of it, what do we do?
Well, one, I would call the police. Unfortunately, you've gotten to an accident at this point. You want to make sure everyone is okay. That's first and foremost. Call police, make sure you're okay, make sure the other driver or whomever you've gotten into an accident with is okay, and then seek medical attention if you need it.
Jeanna, you're a parent. You obviously have talks with your kids, and while you lead by example in the car, what do you tell them when they're the one out on the road? I mean, you want to watch. I tell my kids, assume nobody's paying attention when they're out on their bikes and stuff. I'm like, assume that driver is distracted. You need to be a little bit defensive.
Yes. My oldest nephew, Rocco, he just got his license, and he was going to a party for the 4th of July weekend, and I said, I know you're not going to be drinking and driving, and you're going to be safe, and you're not going to be distracted, but you can't control the other people. So just being aware of your surroundings, making sure you're going the speed limit, try to anticipate that maybe this driver is going to do the wrong thing, and give yourself extra braking time and those kind of things.
Yeah, always watch out for the other driver.
Yeah.
There we go. Thank you for sharing the information with us. Let's pay attention while we're driving. Put the phones down. The personal injury attorneys at Cellino Law represent injury victims throughout our area. No matter what type of accident you or a family member has been involved with, Cellino Law can help. Their offices are located at 800 Delaware Avenue in Buffalo, and you want more information, you just call them. Call 888-888-8888. You can also visit their website at cellinolaw.com to learn more about all the different legal services they provide. Jeanna, thanks for joining us today.
Anytime.
Now, coming